All preoccupation with supply comes from living in the past. Lack is simply the remembrance of old wounds. These are too easily projected into the future. To end scarcity thinking, you must forgive the past. Whatever it has been no longer matters. It no longer has effect because you have released it. Do you feel unfairly treated? If so, you will project lack into your life. Only one who feels unfairly treated will be unfairly treated. To end scarcity thinking, start with the awareness that you feel unfairly treated. Realize that this comes from your deep sense of unworthiness. Understand that you do not feel lovable right now. Don't try to change your thought. Don't repeat the affirmation, "I am lovable right now," hoping that it will reverse your conditioning. Simply be aware, I am not feeling lovable right now. I feel unworthy. I feel mistreated. I feel scared that the bad things that happened in the past are going to happen again. Just be aware of how your heart has tensed and tightened. Be aware how you have emotionally shut down. And ask yourself if you feel more safe now than you did before. Information came to you and you had a choice as to whether to see it as negative or positive. You chose to see the glass as half empty. You chose to be a victim. That's okay. Don't be ashamed. There is no need to tense up any further. There is no need to beat yourself up. Just be aware of what you chose and how it made you feel. See it and let it go. I see the choices I made, and I see that it made me unhappy. I do not want to be unhappy, so I will make a different choice. I will see the glass as half full. If you can say these words with emotional integrity, you will release the past, release the wound. Try it. It works. You have practiced hard being a victim and have learned that role well. Don't think invincibility comes without practice. Just see your choice of victimhood and be willing to release it. That will be enough. Abundance thinking means you feel loved and worthy right now. Now you can say that you feel this way, but if the phone rings and you find out that you just lost a lot of money or that your wife is leaving you, how worthy do you feel? Is the glass half empty or half full? Just acknowledging your own fear-based thinking goes a long way toward transforming it. Emotional honesty is essential for spiritual growth. You can't force yourself to think positively, but you can acknowledge your negativity. Acknowledging your negativity is a loving act. It is a gesture of hope. It says, I see what is happening, and I know there is a better way. I know that I can make another choice. Giving yourself another choice is the work of individual redemption. Forgiving the past and letting it go sets the stage for choosing differently. No matter how many times you have made the same mistake, you have a fresh opportunity to forgive yourself. Without forgiveness, it is impossible to move out of scarcity thinking. And to forgive, you must become aware of all the ways in which you are hurting. You must acknowledge the wound. Then you can forgive it. Hidden wounds have hidden agendas that hold us hostage to the past. Deep wounds may require bandaging at first, but to complete the healing process, they must be exposed to air and sunlight. Conscious awareness must be brought to all unconscious beliefs and assumptions. Scarcity is an important teacher. Every perception of lack in your surroundings mirrors an inner feeling of unworthiness that must be brought into conscious awareness. The experience of scarcity is not God punishing you. It is you showing yourself a belief that needs to be corrected. You have the capacity to love yourself. and that capacity must be awakened in you for authentic spiritual growth to take place. You learn to love yourself by seeing how you withhold love from yourself. And you often see how you withhold love from yourself by seeing how you withhold it from others. Abundance comes into your life not because you have learned to memorize some mumbo-jumbo incantation, but because you have learned to bring love to the wounded aspects of your psyche. Love heals all perception of division and conflict and restores the original perception of wholeness, free of sin or guilt. When you have seen yourself as you really are, you know that love cannot be taken away from you. Love belongs to you eternally, formless but ever present, unconditional yet responding easily to the conditions at hand. Whenever news comes that seems bad, consider this. Would God give you a questionable gift? Do not be misled by the wrapping on the box, but open it with an open heart. And if you still do not understand the meaning of the gift, be still and wait. God does not give questionable gifts. Often you will not know the meaning of the gift until the gift is put to work in your life. That can be frustrating, but it is inevitable. The gifts of God do not feed your ego expectations. Their value is of a higher order. They help you open to your true nature and purpose here. Sometimes they seem to close a door, and you don't understand why. Only when the right door opens do you understand why the wrong door was closed. Yours is a partnership with the divine mind. Please do not try to make abundance your responsibility or God's alone. You need Him, and He needs you. Be willing to look at your fears and your feelings of unworthiness, and He will help you to see the divine spark that lives in you. If you are willing to love yourself, you will open the channel through which God's love can reach you. Open the door to abundance within your own mind and see the gifts of love reflected all around you. And please do not judge the value of these gifts or the form that they take in your life, for the value is beyond question, and the form is too easily misunderstood. Gratitude. You cannot mention abundance without also mentioning gratitude. Gratitude stems from abundance. On the other hand, ungratefulness and resentment stem from unworthiness and reinforce the perception of scarcity. Each is a closed circle. To enter the circle of grace, you need to bring love to yourself or another. To enter the circle of fear, you need to withhold love from yourself or another. When you stand inside of one circle, the reality of the other circle comes into question. This is why you often have the sense that there are two mutually exclusive worlds in your experience. The grateful cannot imagine being unjustly treated. The resentful cannot imagine being loved by God. Which world would you inhabit? It is your choice. In every moment you must decide to play the victim or remember that you cannot be unfairly treated. In the former case, you will resent the gift and see it as a punishment. In the latter, you will accept what comes your way, knowing that it brings a blessing you cannot yet see. Gratitude is the choice to see the love of God in all things. No being can be miserable who chooses thus. For the choice to appreciate leads to happiness as surely as the choice to depreciate leads to unhappiness and despair. One gesture supports and uplifts, the other devalues and tears down. How you choose to respond to life shapes your own continued perception. If you are living in despair, it is because you are choosing to depreciate the gifts that have been given you. Each person who walks the earth reaps the results of the thoughts he has sown. And if he would change the nature of next year's harvest, he must change the thoughts he is thinking now.